Welcome back to Xtreme Gaming against Team Liquid here in the Elite League group stage. It's a best of two, and we're into game two. Xtreme Gaming took game number one with ease. Sniper first pick, XXS Centaur, and Arme Faceless Void last pick just secured victory for them as Team Liquid. They tried to battle back, weren't able to get a firm footing on the map. But game two, Lacoste could be different. Could have a different draft in front of us.
Could be, but it isn't. It's the exact same draft. Sniper. I wanted to say one thing before this one started. Don't give XM Sniper. I also think Batrider was kind of a key hero because they tried to kill him so many times, and DY is like, sure, go ahead, kill me. I don't mind. I'll buy back. I'm super tanky. That initiation in a triangle where he actually lives sets up for 2-man chrono. Insania walks into chrono, so basically a 3-man chrono. And I'm not sure if that was a full team wipe, but they got a lot of kills out of it. And now Team Liquid will take Batrider. And I'll say something that I've said already earlier today. Every single time I see Batrider play, this hero does his job, does even better than what I expect him to do. From position 5, from position 4, getting those big initiations, farming the enemy stacks, clearing the creep waves, cutting the creep waves, farming the enemy stacks. This hero can do everything.
Yeah, and he has innate scaling built into his kit as well, with that lasso just going through everything. Very difficult to deal with that when you've got a pretty long duration ulti stun that can just break through your BKBs and stuff.
What if every second lasso went through magic debuff immunity?
What's wrong with you? What do you mean every second lasso?
So you have to pay attention. That's how we're gonna nerf things from now on.
So it's like Slardar's bash. You have a counter above you, which is like, you've used one lasso. That means the next one is gonna go through.
The fun part is it doesn't show you.
Okay.
So you have to keep an eye on it.
Then we need to bring back coaches. Bring back a live coach to remind players. Don't forget your next lasso is spell immunity piercing.
Oh, interesting. Xtreme Gaming taking out Oracle. I know Insania loves to play the hero, but we've only seen Sniper so far, so I want to see what they're gonna pick.
10 seconds.
Yeah, and so far Oracle has been used to deal with Disruptor. Disruptor's banned. Batrider is picked on the enemy team anyway. So is there something else out there that I'm missing that needs to be dispelled? Or are they just looking at this as being an Oracle combo with like a DP or a Monkey King
I was
or something?
thinking maybe breaking the combo.
Very interesting ban though. I mean, we've seen it a little bit. You know, Panda's played it. Xtreme Gaming themselves played it with that Omni Knight game to deal with Disruptor. Oh, anyway, it is removed, so no option for Liquid to pick it anymore. And one more ban to go. So what we've got: TA, Luna, Brew, Zeus, Oracle, Chen, Disruptor, Pango, and Io. The bans so far. So Timbersaw, DK, 2 big ones still left in there. Rubik as well has been a very popular hero this tournament so far. Still available for us.
Yeah, maybe something beefier. I think they had a problem in the previous game where they didn't have this meaty front line, something that doesn't die. Kunkka did fulfill that role to one extent if he gets the boat off with the swap, but things were like they were dying. Maybe they didn't expect this type of a damage to come out from Bedlam, Centaur, these double edges, Bedlams, they did hurt. We'll go with Kunkka one more time. I'm fine with that because this time around it's also flex pick. They could put it in the mid lane.
Yeah,
doesn't necessarily need to be the off lane like it was in the previous one because they already had Pango.
5 seconds remaining.
Do you reckon Xtreme Gaming just run it back then with a Centaur Willow now?
Knowing Xtreme Gaming, I would say no.
Oh yeah, they like to play different things in different games, don't they? It's gonna be like
this
Phoenix
game 1
Doom.
was too easy. Now we need to change things up. It has to be like Mars Phoenix or something. Yeah.
It's like Mars Phoenix Monkey King. We're gonna get Arme on his monkey again. And there's a Shadow Demon.
Ooh, that's a good pick. Against Kunkka, against Batrider. Kunkka wants to use his combo. Jinkyu has been pretty impressive on the hero. I mean, if you're
really
looking
good
for something, maybe they don't, because last game it was Kunkka as a response to Centaur. Usually X marks causes issues during the Stampede. You don't get the value out of it. Maybe they want to pair it up one more time against Shadow Demon if they feel comfortable.
Yeah, there's also, we've seen a fair amount of Magnus and Axe. I think Xtreme Gaming were the first ones to play Axe in this group stage against Boom, and they had some success with it. We'll go with the Dark Willow now, though. Magnus is another one that we've seen paired with the Shadow Demon and has looked nice, but I don't believe that's a hero XG have played just yet. They've got plenty of options, though, and keeping those options open with a couple of support picks mid-draft. Shadow Demon 5, Willow 4, I guess. They'll move things
They can
around to
swap
be that.
things around. DY also plays Dark Willow.
It's so nice when you've got players that share hero pools. Swap the roles of them quite easily at the end of the draft.
If they want
Right,
to run...
Liquid.
I'm just thinking, do they want to run some kind of a zoo hero from the off lane? I think it would be pretty good against Sniper, Shadow Demon, Dark Willow. These heroes don't deal well with it, and you can just click, they die. It's not a zoo hero, it is a Doom hero for now. Stopping any kind of healing that could potentially come out. Anti-carry.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's necessarily counter anything that's picked just yet.
10 seconds remaining.
And Sniper can still just stand there and fight. Maybe a little bit annoying with like take aim and stuff.
5
But
seconds remaining.
potentially then pushes that Kunkka into the mid lane. Now you know it's like Doom as a position 3. Well, I'm kind of itching to see a Drow Ranger come back. I've enjoyed every Drow Ranger game we've cast so far.
She
Shiro's
looks so
played
good.
it, Arme's played it, Mickey can for sure play it. That was one of his heroes back in the day. It feels so nice having, you know, Gust, the Glacier really helps out as well.
Radiant team pick.
Okay, there we go.
Ooh, double Doom.
That's cool.
It's been a while. Double Lasso, quadruple Lasso if Batrider gets Aghanim Scepter. Is it
Doom has
time
the
to
chain
bang
lightning,
out
multiple chain lightnings.
Remaining.
Gary Raid King? It is time to bring it back. I think K1 played one game of Raid King against Doom recently.
Oh yeah? Yeah, he just doesn't care about Doom, does he? And these games have been going pretty late as well, so Wraith King eventually gets his Aghanim Scepter no matter what role he's playing in.
Picked 3 times, won 3 out of 2 games. 2 out of 3 games. I can't win 3 out of 2.
And all carry, I assume?
Team back.
Because we used to have off-lane Wraith King, right, for gaming Gladiators and Ace. Anyway, we digress. Razor coming out for Xtreme Gaming. Kind of flexible with these heroes, right? Sniper, Razor, they can flip-flop between pretty much whatever role they want.
Yeah, I
You still want a
think
beefy boy, though?
I do. I
10
don't
seconds
remember seeing XXS play Razor. I
5
think they are
seconds
keeping
remaining.
flex between Razor and Sniper to see. I mean, they don't have to. They know that it's Kunkka mid, so both of these heroes have a good matchup. I would still ban Centaur because you are taking away Doom target from somebody else and maybe even putting it onto a Centaur because of Stampede. Sure, you have X, but yeah, they're going to ban it. It's just a Shadow Demon plus Centaur combo in the lane.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and then maybe ban out the Axe or the Magnus.
Axe or Magnus, I agree. Magnus feels good because we've said the same thing. If you go in, skewer somebody back, X mark, you don't care too much about it anymore. You've done the job. And there's the Magnus ban. So most likely going to be something like Axe. They need some blink initiator. Hopefully it's not Sanking.
Who? Who's that?
Let me see if he's been picked. Nope. Still not touched.
10 seconds remaining.
Unpickable. I mean, there's also Mars still out there, a hero you've praised XXS
Oh, yeah.
for quite a bit.
Yeah. It's either Axe or Mars. They don't have the last pick. Maybe Mars is a more stable one.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
And there it is. So Team Liquid now looking at this, Mars, Willow. I'm guessing Mars Willow lane is nicer because you've got then Razor Shadow Demon with Disruption, Static Link, Pos 5 Shadow Demon. Probably feels a little nicer. What carry do you want to lane into
Faceless
Mars Willow?
Void,
10
I
seconds
think.
It's banned.
remaining.
Oh, it is banned? Never mind then. They did ban it.
5 seconds remaining.
Do you want to go for Waterboy one more time against Razor, against the arena? Sounds
Now
nice.
select your heroes.
They do. Morphling for Mickey again. So Arme Razor going to come into play here for game 2. I like Liquid's draft again. You know, double Doom, Grimstroke combos, very nice with Morphling and Kunkka as well. You might see that Orchid out of Kunkka again. Is in the hands of Nisha this time. And Boxy Batrider going to be out on the map, causing a bit of havoc too. But Xtreme Gaming have shown, you know, the way they scale, the way they choose fights, get into mid-game. They are a really fearsome opponent.
Oh, I like Liquid's draft more than I did in the first game. I think they have like very easy execution this time around. Go with some lasso, Kunkka, X marks the spot, double. You don't even need to initiate with this Grimstroke, like Soulbind into double Doom. You can wait because you have like 2 other forms of initiation. So most likely you will be getting those double Dooms out anyway. It is XM Sniper. And this time around, Ame on Razor. It's not the ultimate late game carry. It is super strong. But yeah, I might even give slight advantage to Team Liquid in this one.
Yeah, much prefer their draft this time around to game 1. We'll see how it plays out, though, here in game 2. Xtreme Gaming, you can see, did take game 1. We've had a lot of ties in the group stage so far, so it wouldn't be a surprise to see Liquid take the second match here. We'll jump into the game proper and find out what we're dealing with, as both teams will smoke out of the fountain. 5 apiece going to wander out across the map and try and connect onto each other. Now, I do like the fact that Liquid have quite a few ways of getting into the backlines, looking for Shadow Demon, finding Dark Willow with this Batrider, Inkswell on the Morphling. I think Insania is going to have a real nice time here. Lots of people he can Inkswell and just send into battle. Lots of people to combo up with the Soulbind. It's so rare we see Grimstroke games nowadays that have combos, because he feels just like an Inkswell bot whenever he's picked.
Pretty much. One of my favorite heroes, because every single spell feels amazing. The downside is you don't get to use them. Became kind of one-dimensional, as you said. It's been Inkswell with the shard, the spell mechanic, throw it on someone who goes in. And there we see him, the little fella inside the suit, the space marine biologist himself. Is this the underwater set, or is this like a space suit?
It's a spacesuit, right?
I never noticed that.
No, me neither. And he's got the quackers as well on top. The peeping ducks. Ho ho ha ha! I still can't believe... Okay, I'm talking about Discord. Like, I still can't believe we were talking to Nightfall the other day, and he never experienced the sniper patch. You know, us Dota boomers were like, yeah, we've got PTSD from dealing with this hero. Now it's back in fashion. Not quite the same as that old 6.83 patch or whatever it was with the Juggernaut troll sniper nonsense. But he's still freaking annoying.
It is. It also, for us, it feels like that was 2-3 years ago for some reason.
Man, it was like 10 years ago.
Probably was. Nightfall was surprised. So apparently they need to change the server. Insania has been unlucky with it. Nisha having some problems.
It's just kind of wild to me to think there are a lot of Dota players nowadays that didn't know the time before talents, or before backpacks, or, you know, before TP slot, before neutral items.
Rough times. As a support, you really did suffer. You also didn't have these combined slots for Observer and Sentry, so you had TP,
one courier.
Obs, Sentry, that's 3 slots. Boots, maybe. Magic Stick, that's 5. And then you can buy an item.
A branch.
A buckler. Or a branch. There we go. 6 slotted.
There we go. That was the life. And yeah, a single courier back then as well. And we are living the life. We are living the life of luxury right now in Dota. XM and Nisha in that mid lane, spying each other across the river. There's a couple of wards placed on the left side of that lane. 5 minutes 16 and 5 minutes 25. So the Radiant one was placed afterwards. I'll see if there was smokes or anything used to try and hide that. And top bounty rune. Looks like it's going to belong to Xtreme Gaming here, as they brought 3.
The battle begins.
There's even a Dar Observer ward up in the triangle as well. looking over the top of that large camp.
I heard a peep. Sniper did headshot somebody. Ame stealing a lot of damage from boxing. Not that it matters for the damage from Batrider, but took down half of his HP already.
That's a good start. Oh, he's going to need his support here, DY, to come and unblock this small camp. Looks like he's got a sentry moving in from backpack. Already prepared himself for it. Doesn't find a sentry straight away, though. In that mid lane, Sniper
Half of
already
his
1-1.
Went melee mode. I love when snipers like misclick and then they go forward instead of backwards. One step too far and suddenly you're in great danger.
There you go from Sniper to CQB. And we're breaching buildings. SWAT mode.
What is CQB? What
Close
is that?
quarter battle. Close quarter
Okay.
combat. What's
That's
close
not a
quarter
term we
battle?
use in Dota. Where is that from? That's from
Oh, that was back
military.
from... Yeah, that's back from playing Rainbow Six and military stuff.
Sounds like it.
That's what a sniper is, right? Little military man. Yeah, CQC or CQB, close quarter combat or close quarters battle. And Kunkka getting right up in his face and dishing out the damage onto XM. Nisha having a freaking good time. Early days here in this lane.
Seems like nowadays, in this current patch, you need to know how to play against sniper mid. You need to have some heroes that... You need to theorycraft, I feel like. You need to see what other mid laners are doing, how they're approaching and dealing with this sniper. Sniper is 6-6, Kunkka is 4-1, but he's been putting a lot of like right-click damage, cleave damage onto sniper, hitting him with 2 torrents so far.
This is where XM is going to start racking up the denies, though, it looks like. 7-6 for him, looking to try and dodge these torrents if they come. And yeah, water runes are up, so that's time for Nisha to grab his bottle, start refilling stuff, while Sniper will just be sticking it out in the lane. Down at bottom, 3-3, going to TP out, knowing there are no further stuns here. Disruption had already been used, so he TPs all the way back to Fountain to reset and come to lane fresh. Gives quite a bit of time here, though, for Ame to 10-4. Free farm continues for the Razor.
I like that this time around against Liquid, who's also a super strong team in terms of laning, that they decided to pick stronger lanes. Like, this is not, I don't know, Dazzle plus Omni Knight on the off lane and then some, like, Crystal Maiden mid. This team is just wild when it comes down to picks. Very unpredictable, but seems like they needed to stabilize for this particular series.
Yeah, Xtreme Gaming bringing the pain. On mid lane, Nisha got a good amount of damage onto XM, but once he's spent that Torrent and Tidebringer, can't really fight head on into take aim and level 2 headshot. It's a lot of guaranteed damage out of the Sniper in a short period of time.
What happens if you attack with Sniper? But Sniper attacks Ogre and gives him a headshot. Do you take like full damage or do you take half a damage?
That's a good question. I don't know. It should be law friendly, right? You should just like, 2 heads better than 1, but don't need both of them to have a bit of fun.
Nice move.
Nisha, move in from Insania, Fairy Fire onto XM, and Jinkyu's here, but I don't think it's going to save him. Sniper is going to die, even with a miss uphill. Insania secures it. And Nisha, apparently tanky enough, holding Bottle and Fairy Fire to break past Jinkyu.
We've seen a similar play in our first series, I believe. Or maybe, yeah, because it was Shadow Demon deeping in, setting things up on Sniper. Early rotation,
Sniper, right?
4 minutes in. That was nicely done.
I mean, they've got to do it. Sniper's starting to race ahead, 18-8, Razor 19-7. Mars is even winning top lane in last hits. You'd argue that's just an outright victory for XSS's Mars up against this Morphling. So it's another situation where Liquid probably feel a little bit under the boot of Xtreme Gaming in this early laning stage just to get something done, try and delay the farm. Because it's a completely different game, right? Ame's not playing that Giga late game carry. He's not on the Drow or the Faceless Void. This Razor is kind of a tempo carry.
He is. They definitely have tools to deal with this Razor. First of all, you have Morphling, so you can steal his damage back. Ame, already down to half HP. Has Healing Salve, has a Tango, so we'll be fine. Oh no, the Forked Lightning messed up his last hit. The Golden Creep didn't get it.
Forked lightning. DUI. Where is he wandering off to? Oh, a deep ward there. Maybe looking for the Bat Rider. I mean, rotations from the Twin Gate. Not often we see the Radiant ward so early on in that spot. Usually a Roshan taking ward. It could be good here just to keep Arme tucked away safe and sound if DY does have to rotate to one of these other lanes. Looks like mid has become quiet again. Nisha back to kind of lapping up whatever farm comes his way. XM taking out the large camp stack. While XXS and Shinkyu up at top. Starting to press forward, blocking small camp. Shoving Insania out of the lane for now.
Sniper really good at taking the stacks. Boxy. Coming close. Checking maybe if he can steal something. That's why we said this batter has been a valuable pick. And he's pinging XM. XM needs the help. He needs Shadow Demon or maybe Dark Will or maybe both of them to actually help him out. Nice disruption.
Nice.
Stops the full combo.
Protects him from the boat. Inkspell's here though from Insania now, but
Gonna
XM
die most likely.
still dropping. Nisha very low, but gets away with a Coco's Rum. Boxy the one to die here to DUI and Jinkyu as they finally make their appearance in this middle lane. Insania slipping away through the darkness of nighttime. Gets down to low ground in the river, and yeah, Jinkyu doesn't have any cooldowns, so no potential there for him.
Dire's middle tower is under
And Power of Conquer. He comes back with a TP. That was also Arcane Rune. X marked the spot. TP back. They need to pick up the XP rune. Both supports. Level 3, level 4 on Xtreme Gaming.
Yeah, again, good from Liquid. A lot of emphasis to deal with this sniper, right? Keep XM down. Try and give Nisha as good of an early game as they possibly can. I'm just really scared about this Mars Hay Lacoste. Top of the net worth, basically. Closing on level 6.
Top of the net. Morphling's 500 ahead of him. Gary, you need to, check your glasses. What's going on? 500.
Almost. He's almost
It's fine.
up
It's
there.
okay to lie if I lie with you. Like maybe I need, as a good co-casting partner, I should have said yes. Mark is on top. Then he focused.
It was for a brief
I look
moment.
smart, so I'm gonna.
They're diving bottom. They're getting kills. DUI, burnt alive. Boxy there,
Lot
gonna
of
die
kills
on the
here.
tower. Arme, 50 stolen damage, but down to a third of his HP. No one charges, just some raindrops, and no teammates arriving. So the X-Mark boat will clear him out, and 3-3 grabs the double kill.
Maybe they needed Mars to TP bottom, but if you're like TPing right in front of Morphling, you're gonna get stunned, so can't really do that. Maybe it's too late if you decide to, because Sniper also not the hero that helps out the most. It's a lot on both supports from Xtreme Gaming to make something done. Protect Ame, protect Sniper. It always feels like they're playing the game, playing this like super defensive game.
And some nice early aggression from Liquid, making them pay for it. Getting these core kills. What's that? 2 on the Sniper, 1 on the Razor now.
Dire's middle
So
tower
shutting
is
down
under attack.
some of these very important heroes for Xtreme Gaming, and of course building up your Doom, your Kunkka, and your Morphling, who are all getting involved from an early point. This really has been the, it's so weird to think about it this way, but it's like that's kind of par for the course for Xtreme Gaming, right? They bleed away a little bit. They have a few scratches and wounds from the early stage, the first
Yeah,
10,
that's how they
15
play.
minutes.
But Mars is still on top of the network. That's what matters.
No, he's not anymore. He's down at 4th. Doom, straight on the Razor. Inkspell and the aggression continues. Liquid is piling it on. Mars is here and a disruption saves the Razor for now. 3-3 and Boxy trapped inside the arena. Arme slipping away from danger, and XXS with his first move gets 2.
That's what we said. They need to play these like defensive, wait for Team Liquid to do something. And this time around, XXS, he was ready with the TP. Gets the arena, gets the spear, and Disruption buying a little bit more time, saving Ame. Very nice read. I want to see what Sniper is going to build this game. He's playing against the same matchup one more time. So, Dragonlance, and then if he's going to go for Maelstrom, or if he feels like Kanda is going to be the better choice. I think you still go for like Maelstrom, BKB, even though they have like multiple abilities that go through Magic Community. I think you still need to defend yourself. X marks the spot is the big one.
Yeah, sure is. I mean, Xinkyu's going to feel it now. The full combo from Nisha finds the Dark Willow.
At least we're not
Simply done there as Liquid. Yeah, 3 members rallying around this Nisha Kunkka mid. Not too much in the way of tower pressure yet, though. Bottom lane still full HP, and mid has taken about 30%, 40% health in that mid lane tier 1 for Radiant. So Liquid, they're getting kills, they're applying pressure, but not really able to convert that into anything much bigger just yet. A couple of stacks await them back in the jungle. Boxy's clearing through in that top one. 3-3's Kunkka has some Ancients to clear out. So they're going to hit some of these primary item timings, the blade mails in particular, pretty quickly. Did I say 3-3 Kunkka? I meant Nisha. They swap around so often. My brain, it lags.
At least it's not, you know, Boxy playing position 3, playing position 4 this time, and then Mickey playing mid lane.
Yeah. I always have a lot of that, right? The player role flex used to be a thing.
Not anymore.
Don't see too much of that anymore.
They're clearing some big stacks. Team Liquid has always been known to
Radiant's bottom
stack a
tower
lot.
is under
Boxy
attack.
farming up in a different side of the map. So is Nisha in the triangle. You mentioned that Blade Mail going to be very valuable against Razor, against Sniper. Esports still need to get some levels. They just got level 6.
Dire's top
Big one is
tower
going to be
under attack.
XXS to pick up his Blink Dagger. The game did
Radiant's
slow
middle
down
tower is under attack.
a little bit for them.
Yeah, and XG primary goal here, probably just to protect Arme's Razor. Xinkyu and DY have walked straight into Nisha's Kunkka. A Phantom's Embrace, and Liquid kinda wanting to get away from this one, it looks like.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Trying to press forward. Nisha takes a big bit of damage from that Assassinate, while Boxy and Mickey, they've joined in from the southern side. XXS comes in. Mickey Morphling trapped in the arena, drained of his damage. Static Link back from him, but he's just obliterated. Meanwhile, on the left side, DY is picked off by Boxy and Nisha. On top of the high ground, XM Sniper, he was there, hidden by the Batrider under his big butt. Burnt alive, and a double kill for Boxy.
They need to sacrifice Insania. Falling back, Nisha already used his boat. Even though they have Lasso, they have Doom, they're out of position, running out of steam.
3 sheets to the wind.
What if I say running out of steam and then they just disconnect because their like steam went down? Morphling
Maintenance
decided
time.
to. Yeah.
Dire's
It is
middle
Tuesday
tower
after
is
all.
under attack.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Monday.
Is it Tuesday? Is
No,
it
it's
Tuesday?
Monday. It is Monday.
I was ready to agree. I was down to just agree with you there. Yes,
Yeah.
it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday in it.
Tuesday, innit? Oh, it's Tuesday in Australia. It's Tuesday somewhere. Yeah, bruv.
I'm
Yeah,
toying with
back
you.
to the
You
game.
understand that, right?
What is Ame building? Finishing off Maelstrom, going for Manta style next. And that's going to be his way of dealing with Phantom, dispelling some of these things, maybe dodging the Torrent Boat combo as well. Baiting, we've seen the Illusion bait in the previous game, very successful. Caused Xtreme Gaming to not take the fight after getting that initial jump on Illu.
Still no towers taken, though. 14 minutes in, you know, usually we've seen one of these tier 1s drop. Maybe with this DD rune on Nisha, Insania, Boxy both behind him. Could maybe make a smoke play out of mid. Like, Xtreme Gaming going to be a step ahead here. XXS with the Blink Dagger ready has paired up with Xinkyu. Smoking from top in to protect XM. Sniper
Jinkyu
probably
wants to
making the
drop
call.
that Bedlam onto XXS before he jumps. That's an easy kill. Whoever gets caught inside of it, probably gonna die. Maybe Kunkka won't, but
Dire's middle tower
others
is under
definitely
attack.
will.
Radiant
Oh,
are
this is
scanning.
big. Smoke into smoke, 4v4. Meke farming out in that top lane. Arme down bottom. It looked like Liquid were just waiting to see what was coming their way. Dewarding, trying to scout, see what is going about. And Xtreme Gaming, what the smoke leads to farming, it looks like. Going to stack some camps, push out top. Nobody meets each other.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Jinkyu might still get caught here. He's playing under his own vision.
Radiant
And Liquid are wandering
standing.
across the map. And Nisha gets
knows.
scouted. Jinkyu saw him. So now DY and XM, they're in position. They catch the Shadow Demon first, but XXS, Arena kind of whiffs. Maybe a zoning one here to keep Liquid back. They will still go in with a Soulbind and 3-3 trying to Doom,
No
but
double
Shadow
Doom.
Realm is there. Can't land it. The Soulbind will come to an end. And Xtreme Gaming could chase this down, but Liquid have already hurricaned and run back.
Double down.
No stuns available. DY immediately drops down Observer Ward and Sentry, but Boxy catches him. He was too quick with it. Maybe a bit of a different fight for Xtreme Gaming, and there it is. Bedlam onto Batrider. He looks very dead here.
Is under attack.
There you go, the 1-for-1. I love it when we have these, 5v5 clashes, everyone's smoked up, big arena dropped, and just nobody dies. Shadow Demon and a Batrider, the only casualties in that one.
Is under attack.
This does allow Xtreme Gaming to use that platform to push top tier 1, so an objective finally claimed for them.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Not really the kind of game where it feels like they have a hero to take that top lane. The Beastmaster kind of guy would come up here, sit
Yeah.
and farm the jungle, but
Sometimes you'll see these position 4s take these parts of the jungle where they can
Dire's
easily
top
get the
tower is
farm.
under attack.
Shadow Demon maybe can, because he can farm like 2 camps at the same time with Shadow Poison, be slightly more greedy. Dark Willow definitely
XM.
not that hero. XM.
3-3 with his own Hurricane. The mobility ability for the Doom to push him closer to the Sniper. And gets the kill on XM. Yeah, all thanks to that Dar Observer Ward right in front of their top small camp. Interesting
Cute,
placement.
going for the
finds
solo
it.
kill. Ooh, Bramble didn't connect.
Radiant's middle tower is
And
under
Boxy just blinks away.
I don't think he gets the kill anyway. It's not enough damage. Boxy's relatively tanky with that drums. Sania bottom. I'll set things up on XXS.
That's a fair amount of damage out of Mickey. Blowing up the Mars. 2 core kills out of Liquid again, just finding these opportunities very nicely. Comboing up with partnerships. Now the Bat and the Doom, this Grimstroke and Morphling. That allows Nisha to continue farming, get towards this Aghanim Scepter. While Xtreme Gaming, again, this kind of passiveness. Maybe their downfall.
They will
Dire's
need some
middle tower
Lotuses.
is under
Lotus
attack.
sounds like probably the best support item in this game. You can't just like rush it. Lotus is also not that good of a spot ever since the changes to mana boots. So you need to you can't disassemble mana boots anymore. So you need to spend an extra 800 gold. Usually you are getting mana boots, but it's not built from energy booster.
It's honestly really sad that you can't disassemble Arcanes anymore. Well, XXS, he's trying to grab onto Nisha. Arena's still ready, holding it for now. Catch up to the Conquer. He's invis and hidden, trying to back up, but there's a Radiant Sentry. This Arena holds him in place for a little bit, but Xtreme Gaming can't kill him. Far too tanky. The Blade Mail and the Coco's Rum.
Shield rune, invis rune. I believe Shield rune got dispelled, or maybe they went through the damage. Blanket. With the ink
Ooh,
swell.
we got the Sniper down. Oh, very nearly. He's going to be found here with a final little bit of damage. Liquid, another great snipe. And now maybe with Nisha 3-3 moving forward, if they can find DY. Attempted Torrent. XXS moves in with a spear back on this Nisha Kunka. He's dropping low, and Arme comes in with a massive plasma field. Blowing up Insania. Nisha's gone. And Team Liquid,
He's still dead.
can they kill the Mars with a Doom? Yeah, he's going to tick over. Bogsy flies over the trees. Will get tapped by the Cursed Crown stun, but it looks like he's got enough gas in the tank to get away.
Yeah, you can feel that they have lack of damage. The sniper also in front line, maybe thinking about sieging this tier 1 tower because they haven't managed to kill it for a good 20 minutes to open up the map slightly more, but puts himself in a spot where he gets lassoed. And then you see Batrider blanking in with the Inkswell on top of it. You need to either purge that stuff immediately with Shadow Demon ulti, because the way Boxy moves in a fight is he's trying to connect the stun from Inkswell onto multiple people. Disruption was there, but still not enough. Like, it feels that they need an extra round of items They need this Aghanim Scepter on XM so they
Radiant's
can
middle
play
tower
fights
is
slightly
under attack.
different. Maybe start with the Assassinate, then use the Spear back,
Radiant's
control them with the
middle tower
Arena
has
before their
fallen.
BKBs, and then lock onto that target and kill it. Because Ame has been keeping the distance. Like, he hasn't been committing to a team fight without a BKB. He has that Manta. But if there's Doom, if there's X mark the spot, if Morphling wants to come in with full HP, full mana, he's going to turn into Razor, steal his damage. So kind of difficult until he gets a BKB.
Yeah, I think things get real chaotic. You know, the Water Park is here,
Dire
and the
are
Water Boy,
scanning.
Morphling has his Manta and Phylactery. Kanda is on the way. But in that mid lane, they've got Boxy dragging the sniper around again. Nisha and Boxy pairing up once more to find the kill on XM. And down at bottom, I think they've caught a glimpse of XXS and Shinkyu trying to push out this bottom wave. Mickey shows his face, and both of the Xtreme Gaming heroes trying to dodge out of this one. Hide in the trees. Get in the fog and TP.
I think it's time for
Shinkyu.
Liquid to take Roche on Radiant side. You're close by. You have damage. You have sustain from Morphling. Xtreme Gaming will not go and try to contest it. It seems like there is. Insania pings it. Rest of the team, even Radiant, are thinking that Liquid is doing it, but
They're
they
not.
have different plans. They can still
Oh,
play
they're just
around
not
that
doing
part of the map. Maybe get a pick off and then go for Roche. They had the opportunity for sure to take it.
I mean, they're going to try and take the fight. Doom onto the Mars, forced his BKB, so that's the first charge of it from XXS. Kind of wasted defensively. But yeah, I mean, Boxy went to grab a Wisdom and a Bounty Rune, pushed out mid lane. The rest of Liquid sticking around bottom, trying to continue the fight. And maybe a little bit of wasted time there, as Xtreme Gaming are allowed a bit of space to finish off BKB and Arme and have 1,000 gold. XM Sniper, of course, has died several times in a row. 0-6 and 2. You know, drastic difference between game 1 and game 2 on this Sniper, huh?
Massive difference. He's just doesn't feel like he's doing much.
Radiant are scanning.
But
Hard-
preparing for that late game. Not to tank Cardell this time around. Going for Aghanim Scepter. Finally finished into Kanda, but also Morphling has his Kanda being delivered to him right now. Double Kanda, like double adaptive strike with the Grimstroke. That's gonna hurt.
That's some pain. Oh, they saw the courier flying over. So XXS, Shinkyu, get some high ground vision going. Liquid have wrapped around all the way into that far left jungle camp. Well, things are going to get spicy here. High ground vision
They see the
for
courier.
the Radiant. They see the
Uh-oh.
couriers flying still.
Sniper,
Under attack.
grenade, gets out of trouble.
Assassinate Arena.
He's
Oh,
outside.
Morphling jumps outside of it, and Sani going to be the focus now with the Bedlam going on him. Grimstroke about to drop. XXS misses the spear though. Flies over the cliff top while Arme is being focused by Mickey and 3-3. They have the banish to buy a bit of time. Arme running back with a static link on Mickey, draining a lot of damage. Nisha turns. Big hit onto Arme, and they've killed him off.
Blade mail.
Razor down. Nisha with his blade mail now looking towards XM with Boxy clearing him out. Team Liquid, bring the numbers, bring the pain. And Xtreme Gaming didn't know what hit them.
It was an awkward one. Going for this like full wraparound, they see where couriers are going. Sniper going into that direction, revealing himself, and then
Dire's
popping
middle tower is
grenade
under
to get out of
attack.
trouble. Arena doesn't connect onto anyone. They tried to catch Batrider, they tried to catch Morphling inside of it, but there needs to be some kind of a follow-up stun or something, because there was no even Doom used. Like Razor, I want to see his damage though. It didn't feel like he was doing that much. Most in the team, but still not enough. And this Roshan now belongs to Team Liquid. Mickey will take it.
Roshan has fallen to the dungeon.
Great fight. Great timing on this Aegis as well now for Liquid to press into these tier 2s. Xtreme Gaming, you know, trying to take these fights. That was their moment. You know, we've praised them. They're so good at picking them. It seemed like a good moment to go for it, and just execution was a little off. And Liquid absolutely on their best form in that fight. Very soon we're going to be looking at 3-3's Doom having a BKB on top of this. Blink initiation. Hurricane has also been a really cool tool for 3-3 here to manipulate movement of himself, mostly, honestly. Have extended range on his initiation.
Yeah, things are going to become super difficult. Something that Xtreme Gaming did in the previous game. 3 BKB timings. This time around, Liquid will have those 3 BKBs almost at the same time. One being built by Mickey, 1,000 gold away. Kunkka has one delivered to him. And also Doom. He can farm that up easily in the next minute or so.
Arme did just get his. Let's see what they're able to do with it. But, I don't know, it feels like this is one of those situations where you don't want to go and smoke and fight into Aegis. You kind of have to let Liquid take the lion's share of the map. And Boxy has been very aggressive with his map drawing. A lot of scribbles there around the enemy ancients in that top lane in particular. Not sure if he's saying to avoid it or if they want to go play aggressive there. But it looks like for now they're playing down bottom. XXS shows himself for a second. Might still get jumped by Boxy. That looks like he's alright for now.
Liquid's on the hunt. They're playing every side of the map, having one hero on each side of the map that can threaten a kill. You mentioned Boxy being in the enemy jungle. You have 33 top, ready to jump in with the Doom if necessary. Low on mana at the moment, but rest of the team ready to back him up. There's also tier 1 towers still available mid. We're getting out-farmed.
Boxy's out here just body blocking camps. 26 minutes in, he just body blocked the large camp. Xtreme Gaming, you don't get this. And he's going to farm the rest of them himself. Q very wide out on this map. Gonna get a watcher. What's the... Is it 28 minutes? It is, right? Divisible 7? Yeah, 28 minutes. So he's a minute away from that next wisdom rune. Right, when it gets late at night, man, numbers just fall out of my head.
You said we're not gonna do the math anymore, I believe, at the end of the first series, and now you're
it's too much.
At 4 times 7 or 7 times 4. Not again, not Cardell.
Yeah. Sniper multiplied by Morphling, Kunkka, and Batrider equals death. I'm gone for 40 seconds. Creep wave down bottom is reaching tier 3. Probably not a move Liquid want to make, breaching high ground. Top tier 1 is still standing, so maybe the next objective for them. Razor, he's going to Manta. Dodge away from danger. He gets his BKB off, but the lasso is coming. A Doom out from 3-3 as well. This Arme Razor very tanky though. Helped out by DY with the Glimmer Cape. Mickey still chasing forward. Looking for the targets, but Arme is out there. While Jinkyu is the one that will sacrifice himself for the greater good.
Nisha, he caught Arme.
Oh, did he? Oh, hello. Goodbye.
He did. This observer ward gave them info, so Nisha goes through enemy triangle and catches them off. Attack statue, somebody says. Jinkyu.
Look at that, another hurricane there. 3-3, pushes the Shadow Demon back into them on a killing spree. 21 to 10, 15k lead. Looking very good for Liquid here in game 2. And they press their advantage onto tier 2 towers, claiming the majority of the map. And Xtreme Gaming just haven't really had a response to this Nisha mid Kunkka, the Boxy Batrider. It really has just been Batrider, both of these games, that have set up everything.
Too good of a hero right now. They were pinging out this XP rune, but XXS didn't go immediately. I guess he was afraid of potentially Batrider picking him off. Boxy has a lot of gold, almost has a full BKB now, on top of Blink, Force Staff, and Drums.
Oh, I figured it out. Game 1, we hadn't had the Solar Eclipse yet. The Solar Eclipse has happened now. Nisha, water-based hero. Morphling, water-based hero. Liquid, water-based team. The moon controls the tides. The eclipse gives them power.
Everything makes sense now. I thought we were gonna have like Phoenix, so you don't like look at the supernova, maybe the sun exploding. XXS going for the solo kill, or
Boxy.
at least the attempt.
He's got BKB on the Batrider. Right on top of that.
Sniper.
He's yeah, Sniper. Thank you very much. A nice freebie for Mickey. Liquid ownage right now.
Yeah, usually you would go for the Mars as a target, but Cardell 0, 9, and 3. Really not having fun this game.
Yeah, 0 impact from this Sniper. His net worth.
What Doom just bought. 33 rate band, 29 minutes.
Like, he's just freshly bought it. He didn't have it before. Like, no,
yes.
That's a new item. Goodness. Where's he going to put it? He's not got any slots.
Windlace. Maybe Tiara of Salamene. A lot of these offlaners and a lot of carries prefer to pick up casual Windlace. You move quicker between the camps, which means you are getting a lot more farm.
Oh, there's a DD up at top for Liquid. Yeah, Nisha sees it. He's already got his next couple of items queued up as well as Kunkka. Bloodstone and Octarine Core. Tons of chaos in these fights just to allow the Morphling to unload his damage. Mickey nearly at Satanic. Going to be able to self-sustain in a lot of these fights. And honestly, have we seen the big combo yet? With Grimstroke, Doom, Morphling, Lasso? No, right?
No, not even needed.
So Liquid still have a bit of magic up their sleeve if things get a little nasty. As Xtreme Gaming smoke out of their base. Charging down the mid lane and looking for anybody. Anyone that shows their face. The first point of contact is the Kunkka. Nisha BKB's up. Insane gets blown up by Arme on the other side of the fight. They have caught a glimpse of the 3-3 Doom, but in comes Mickey into Razor mode, draining damage and charging forward. The disruption there is actually going to kill off Arme, and he's dead for 70 seconds. This might just be it, as Liquid have found a place on the map that they can play in towards the enemy base, but XXS going to cancel TP of Nisha. A little bit annoying. But with a minute on the sidelines for this Razor's not back for a long old time. Jump in. Boxy's found a lasso. XXS being picked off. Mars down. He does have buyback. Nisha's being peeped. DY gets the takedown on the Kunkka, but it was XM that got the big damage in onto him. So that's actually going to halt Liquid's push now.
Didn't look too bad the way this fight started. For Xtreme Gaming, they take out Grimstroke, so that means no Dispels, no Soulbind to come out. But on the other side of the map, they kill one hero, then Morphling comes and turns into Razor, starts stealing his damage. Almost one-shots Dark Willow with his Adaptive Strike plus Conda. Very difficult. Like, you need to blink away, you need to go into Shadow Realm, use Yule Scepter. But Morphling damage gets pretty ridiculous at this stage of the game.
Another long Roche spawn as well. Kind of favoring XG in that regard. Just buy time, drag the game out.
We cast this team, it's all about buying time.
Just 2 more minutes, guys. One more item, guys. Kanda Sniper, guys.
Radiant are scanning.
And XM's going to get there. He'll get to Silver Edge. They're scanning Roche right now, but we know he's not up for another 2 minutes at least.
Let's see what XM finds from neutral item. Nothing. Paladin Sword for now. Definitely wanted to get the Enchanted Quiver, extra magic damage, True Strike, and also works with your Assassinate. But yeah, we'll send that back. It's like Robo is just much better.
Jinkyu going to get pummeled. And Doom and Morphling found him in that bottom jungle. Arme getting a bit of freedom to farm out and push top. But there's an outpost and a twin gate, and there's rainbow TPs coming from Liquid. Arme is going to Manta and try and run away. But in the meantime, your bottom tier 3 is being pushed. Liquid on your high ground. Aegis or not, Mickey feels strong enough to force the glyph, and Boxy X Mark charging in, scouting to try and see who's there. XXS with a spear back though. Oh,
they
killed off Mickey. That's a
so
lot
quick.
of money.
And XM got it, so getting closer to Conda, they surprise him with the Assassinate. So many times we've seen, ooh, XXS actually gonna die. The last tech of Doom.
That's unfortunate.
Doom is just an insane spell. Like, he was insane before because you couldn't use your items. Nowadays, like, okay, damn it, stops the region, stops any kind of healing, so there's nothing you can do about it. You can just watch. Assassinate. Boxy dodges it.
Division's still there in that mid lane. Okay, XM finds it. And DY with a gem. And as we head into late game, you know, as we've been talking about it in terms of XG always wanting to drag it there. Razor, the tempo hero, does scale decently. Sniper, of course, scales very well. But who would you favor if we get to like 50 minutes or so? Or does it come down to snap initiation?
is under attack.
If Liquid executes, these are like double dooms, double lassos we're talking about. Kunkka does fall off. Sure, you can have like double tidal wave, torrent storms with refreshers and stuff, bloodstone, so it gets pretty ridiculous. But then again, Mars also does with his item build, because he was thinking about getting the Lincoln Sphere, but getting very close to that refresher. So that's gonna be big. XXS with only one round of spells does some insane things. Imagine what he can do with 2 of those. There's first Lincolns. That's what matters. Ame picked up 1.
Okay. Do you at all miss the brooch build on Mars?
It was fun. It was fun for a while.
It was like fun to watch, but not fun to play against, I guess. Disruption onto some Razor illusions. Boxy. Oh, just comes out of nowhere. Immediately jumps onto Shinkyu. A hero down now. Xtreme Gaming gonna have Liquid run at them for a bit.
Remember when there was no cap on move speed? People were playing Batrider with Firefly, Darkseer Surge, and then Darkseer would like surge him. Batrider blinks in and drags him from like tier 3 tower up to the river. It was insane.
Yeah, it was wild stuff.
Dire's bottom
Was that the same patch where Agi gave move speed as well?
Maybe.
Dire's
been a
I
lot
can't
of-
remember. That was so
A lot of
long
crazy
ago.
shit.
I remember one thing. You can remember the other from the time, Gary. So we can have a conversation.
About the good old days. Reminisce. Well, the time's gone past.
Aegis for Mickey. Cheese for
Dire's
Do.
bottom tower is under
33,
attack.
super tanky. Octarine, Shiva's Guard, level 21. It's all about that
Radiant are
Scorched
scanning.
Earth. Doesn't have his shard yet.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Tormentor
The
stolen.
Nice, Jinkyu gets it. The most ridiculous part about Doom Shard is heals Doom and his controlled units. It makes no sense. Was there a time when Doom was picking up Helm of the Dominator,
Dire's
building
bottom
Necro Book?
tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Maybe Necro was a thing.
I don't remember it like being super meta, but I think I've
Listen,
seen it like
Gary-
Bottom tower is under attack.
I don't think it did because this sounds amazing. Doom, Helm of the Dominator, picks up Centaur Conqueror,
Dire's bottom tower is under
has
attack.
War Stomp, has a follow-up War Stomp that he
oh yeah,
takes. So you can,
multi-stomp.
yeah,
Is that real? Is that real? That's a Morphling. Real Morphling dead the first time. No, he waveform still dies inside the arena. Nisha coming into the water
There
park.
it
The
is.
Doom on the Razor. BKB out from Ame.
the combo
Dark Willow
on the
eyes
2
back.
cores.
Getting the double Doom on them with that Soul Binds. Nice. Dragging them out with the Tidal Wave 2. Nisha kills off XXS. Diving into the base. Trying to save him with Disruption. 3-3 Mickey on the tail of Ame. Razor's about to drop. Another arena from XXS with a 2-man spear, but the follow through just
Doesn't
isn't
have
here.
buy.
The sniper is unable to do enough damage on Liquid in this Radiant base, clearing through one after the other. Maybe now, with the turnaround on Mickey, Doom and Bat have both fallen, and XM is still standing. Mickey's going to back up. Nisha and Insania thinking, hey guys, there's a tier 3 still here. We can't break past the base. The sniper's causing issues. We kill the
Doom is
objective and
buying back.
Doom's going to buy back.
Seems like they want to end this. They feel like Razor doesn't have buyback. 90 seconds without Mars, who just bought back. They definitely have the damage. EY creating illusions.
He's going to get jumped on.
Getting
Now
beat.
Ame. He buys back. There's no Mars for 80 seconds. Nisha, Mickey, they're going to find one and maybe another with a sniper dragged in with a tidal wave. XM very low and 3-3's here with the Infernal Blade to slap him down into hell. A buyback's out of the big cause of XG though. Charging
Sniped
forward.
him.
They've killed 3-3 in a dieback situation.
Ooh, so many buybacks because this fight was going on for so long. Ame, he did not have buyback. He needed like 400 or something, but since the fight continued, he got some of that extra gold as an assist. They managed to defend. They have no buybacks. I believe they used all 5 on side of Xtreme Gaming. Yeah, they did.
Yep.
So an awkward one from 33. I guess that was a team call where they feel they can end it, and then Ame finally gets the goal for it. So we're still having a game. 27k gold lead for Liquid, but at this point, doesn't really, I would say, matter that much because Xtreme Gaming, they can fight back. They executed perfectly pretty much on Liquid. It was Razor and it was Mars who got doomed with the Soulbind.
But that's the scary thing, right? Liquid were the ones with Aegis.
Dire's top tower.
And that Morphling just disappeared to the XXS Mars.
Uh-oh,
Perfect execution.
XM.
Oh, Sniper's caught. Mickey and Boxy, again, partners in crime to kill off the Sniper. And now Mickey turning onto Arme. They've got Shadow Demon off to the left-hand side, trying to offer a bit of assistance here with XXS, the Arena Spear. Mickey caught up in it and killed off. He does still have buyback. Nisha also has buyback, but it looks like he's going to have enough to safely run away with a BKB TP. Scary times for Liquid, though.
We're getting into level 25 territory. Razor just got this one, so Static Link steals attack speed. That's pretty big, because if you Static Link Dwarf Link, he's going to lose some of that attack speed, but doesn't get the talent, of course, when he starts to steal your damage, so at least you have some advantage. Who else is getting closer to level 25? Sniper, definitely not. He died so many times. 11 deaths on XM.
Jeez. He's had a torrid time in this game. Well, Xtreme going to get back out on the map. Yeah, they lost a tier 3, but that's the only structural damage Liquid were able to deal to them. Nisha clears
More
out
Lincolns
that top wave.
coming out. D-Wipe also going for Lincolns.
Oh, hell yeah. Spamming out illusions to push out waves. It's going to come down to this next Roshan, isn't it? Buybacks will come back up. Next Aegis will be here. And it's going to be the third one this game? Lose track so quickly.
The thing about Lincolns is ever since 7.34, a successor transfer spell blocks buffs now refresh its duration instead of applying multiple instances. So it's not, you know, Team Spirit playing against LGD where they're asking to get like 5 Lincoln Spheres. It's still going to be effective, but not as effective.
Dire's top
Extreme
tower
Gaming
is
probably just going to sit in their base and wait for Liquid to come to them at this point. Don't want to leave the base and get caught with no buybacks available. You need 5 alive here to battle. And Liquid, they're going to use this moment.
Sniper, don't go into triangle. I've seen him die there 15 different times. Does have Ancient Guardian. Look at Sniper. He's inside the base. They think Sniper's in the triangle one more time. Just got scanned. Boxy, ready to jump in.
I don't catch anyone yet. DY and Boxy very close to each other, but smokes don't break. Arme.
Scepter finished on Grimstroke.
Ooh, that's a nice one. Another smoke out from Xtreme Gaming. Aghanim's Razor Illusion from that Grimstroke did a decent amount of damage to ranged racks mid. XXS going to look to clear out the wave. Don't allow Liquid easy access to the base. Man, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. This next team fight so vitally important. A third smoke from Xtreme Gaming. That's how important it is. Just trying to keep themselves hidden. Don't
They want to
give
get the
Liquid
first jump.
give
XXS,
Liquid
he's
any
ready
info.
to go. Can he catch Mickey?
Oh my god, it's Mickey, it's Mickey, it's Mickey. He got off the shift. He
Did it
got off
connect?
BKB. He waveforms away. That's huge for Liquid to try and escape. Xtreme Gaming charging forward. 33 is going to turn with a Doom onto the Mars. BKB's up. X-Mark going to try and drag him back, but XXS has got the gap. Now in comes Arme with a Razor on a 3-3. The
Look at
Doom is
that
dying
damage
so
from Arme.
quickly. The Kunkka falling. This Razor is massive. Arme shreds through them, but McKay's
Save
going to
from
have
DY.
his number. There's the morph onto Razor, kills him off for 2 minutes. Inside the arena, though, XM grabs a double kill. The other side of the fight gives a little victory there to Xtreme Gaming, and now we're in a 4 versus 2, where Liquid are disadvantaged.
These BKBs. Mars forcing them to use them. He gets doomed. Gets another BKB. DY saves him with the disruption, so keep himself alive. But Ame went ham. He went pretty deep into a fight. Maybe he was expecting DY to save him, managing to get the 2 kills. Rum buff wears off, and then without a BKBs, he shreds them apart. Buybacks are coming off cooldown in the next 2 minutes for pretty much everybody. All you have to do is have gold.
I mean, that's the first fight where Sniper has felt like a hero. He gets Lincoln Sphere and it's like, yes, I can play some Dota 2. 6, 11, and 6 now for XM. as he finally gets some damage out. And you're right, buyback's coming off cooldown. Roshan about to spawn. Xtreme Gaming still haven't lost a significant part of their base. And tier 3 mid, gone. Tier 3 bottom, very low. But Liquid struggling to clinch the deal here.
Everybody's
Oh my
buying
goodness.
Lincolns. They want to have 5 Lincoln Spheres, potentially. XXS changes his mind and gets that Lotus Orb that we mentioned some time ago. No one had it in a quick buy, so I didn't talk about it, but very valuable. I think he needs to pop it either on himself to turn the Doom and Doom him back, or use it on Razor who goes in. We have a game, Gary. This is very comebackable. I'm not sure if that's a word, but we will use it here.
If uncomebackable is a word, then comebackable has to be a word.
Unhealable. That also probably doesn't exist outside of Dota.
Well, we make our own vocabulary. Roshan's up. 4 minutes till day, so he is in this top left corner for good.
Mars also got level 25 out of the previous fight. Doesn't go for that damage anymore. Ever since the Revenant Roach nerf, he's not buying into Deso or anything. But yeah, picking up that Arena of Blood, giving 180 HP regen. So double refresher, 7 seconds times 180. We're gonna do the math, Gary, right on stream. And I'm not using the calculator right now because I'm actually lying. 180 times 14, for example, 2.5k healing that can come out of 2 arenas if you're inside for the full duration.
That's a lot. That's like 70% of armor's HP. That's some big heals. Does Holy Locket work on that, by the way?
Yeah, just buy Holy Locket right now as Mars. He's opting to go for Lincoln's, sell the Soul Ring, but wants to get buyback for 60 gold for Ame, and we will have 10 heroes with buybacks. Look at that Ame's farming.
He is very deep. He is under dire vision. He is potentially in trouble, but this TP out is right on time. Insanio, he tried to make a dark portrait of him, but Lincoln's popped it. Mickey, 4 minutes on Aegis. Refresher Orb up on Doom. Liquid, you've got this lead. Time to convert it into a dub.
This time, Doom is level 25 for this fight, so Doom applies mute. You won't be... That's the old Doom. No heal. That's a new one, but you can't use your items. Double that. He needs to proc the Lincoln. Right now, holding on to Warstop, they have multiple ways of proccing it. Grimstroke has bazillion range with Ether Lance, with Telescope, so can use Dark Portrait, Soulbind. 4 Lincoln Spheres about to be finished on their side. Mars still holding on to his. Like, Lincoln's is an expensive item.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's kind of funny, though. How many Lincolns they're buying.
Refresher. We said we might see like 4 lassos happening with Aghanim Scepter. It can go even more. He can lasso the whole team potentially with Grimstroke and Refresher.
Jeez, alright, calm down. We've got to all be standing next to each other. XM is standing very far back. Gonna jump in, we'll catch the Shadow Demon. Liquid immediately blow up DY. A buyback is available. And Xtreme Gaming
damage on Morphling. Le Balance, here he comes.
Casual.
Forced to use the glyph.
Felt like they weren't too bothered about mid lane barracks falling, but it looks like they'll contest. And down at bottom, jump onto the Mickey Morphling and blow him up the first time. They've got a lasso onto the Dark Willow, refreshed up. Boxy trying to fight, but the arena's down. Another spear onto Mickey. They've got him stunned up. They can't kill him off though. Mickey gets the BKB out. The torrent's landing. He's deep into the back lines, but Arme's going to turn on him. Arme and DY aiming on Morphling. Mickey is alone. Where's his team? They've all run and left him to die.
Ooh, 3 big buybacks. One from Ame. Rest of the team needs to fall back. Doom with the Aghanim Scepter. That AoE Doom that applies Mute is insane to play against. So they need to reset. 86 seconds. Last time Team Liquid, they did buyback on 33 and try to end the game. Let's see if they decide to do something similar here. Try to focus down Ame. One more Doom is available.
Mickey does have money for buyback travels. So he can buy back and join right away.
If they find an opening, they will go for it. Sniper also sitting on level 25, so 6 shrapnel charges instead of 100 attack range.
Oh.
Interesting. I think that's better. 100 attack range isn't really that big of a deal on Sniper anyway. You have Dragonlance, you have Take Aim, but canceling the Blink Daggers is much more important.
Yeah, even just pushing out waves when you know you're down a lane of barracks mid and Liquid are coming for that bottom lane next. And I guess 100 range doesn't make a damn difference when Morphling and Doom and Kunkka are in your face. You don't have the ability to use it. Well, Mickey holds on to that buyback, doesn't have to expend it. Will
It's
respawn
risky.
in 20.
It was risky. Probably if they had some kind of an opening, they catch Ame with Doom. And now going for Satanic as his next item. Buys bots instead. He's very speedy.
How does anybody have any slots left? I've got to be reaching endgame. I guess Ame can upgrade Boots of Travel to 2 by an Aghanim's Blessing. Sniper.
They just found tier 4 token in the jungle for Boxy. He didn't have it. They lost it somehow. So now Trickster Cloak. Boxy's also level 25. I want to see the Aghanim Scepter on him with Refresher, with Soulbind.
Liquid. Going to gather up their forces in top jungle. Do we even have any smokes left? Doesn't look like it. We've used them all. We're holding cheeses and greater healing lotuses. Tons of heals to be used in the middle of that fight. Xtreme Gaming just holding on for dear hope. Stuck in their base for now. Again, a situation where they can't really leave unless Liquid come to them. No buyback on Razor, Shadow Demon, or Dark Willow. Mars and Sniper do have it. So we're probably going to see a situation where, Mars and Sniper get a little ballsy, go for their plays with this arena, potential attempt to kill off Mickey. Because we've seen XXS, his execution is supreme. Mickey has been caught several times.
Assassinate into Spear, that's their combo. XXS, like, ready to jump in immediately. But I feel like Liquid, they need to go 4 minutes without 3 buybacks. So if they kill one hero, it's guaranteed. And everybody else on their team, besides Insania, does have buyback. Liquid, they're coming.
Oh, the Lotus returns the lasso. 3-3's jumped in as well. Razor and Mars move in towards Nisha, pinning Insania against the arena. Now the sharp shot comes out, the assassinate and the damage kills off the Grimstroke. Liquid, yet again, falls short of the final hurdle.
Man, that's why I said XXS is so good at Dota. Like, that immediate Lotus Orb stops the aggression. He blinks in. Maybe it is time to buy a Lincoln Sphere on Batrider now. Counter their Lotus Lincolns build.
He might have to. It was a very quick Lotus coming out. And it was himself, right? Mars is the one with the Lotus. He put it on himself when he saw that Batrider jump him. Very, very speedy. And now Xtreme able to push out some lanes. Another 30 seconds for next Roshan. And they are the kings of buying time, executing in these late game fights.
Getting closer to level 60 minutes. Maybe we can get some tier 5 neutral items, some mirror shields. These are the items that Xtreme Gaming would definitely love to pick up. Pirate Hat, so they have enough gold for buybacks. But yeah, mirror shield looks like top tier item if they can pick it up. Liquid, you could see that they are afraid right now. Roshan, let's see the spawn.
Oh,
quick one.
Quick one. Like Liquid are a little scared. I feel like they've got a lot left in the tank, though, right? This is a 35k lead. They are still in a winning position. It's just that steering wheel, right? The person in the driving seat, they're being dragged out of the car by Xtreme Gaming every turn they make. Very
Is there
difficult.
anything big coming out? In terms of items, Ame does have buyback available in 2.5 minutes, sitting on 3,000 gold. Trying to push out this wave bottom, and there it is. Boxy, as I said, queues up a Lincoln Sphere so he can counter that Lotus Orb. Dota late game becomes so chaotic.
Radiant are scanning.
You're just figuring out, like, how do I stay alive? How do I counter what the enemies are doing to me? Freaking annoying. And Liquid,
Also,
they
that
will see
region,
Roche.
if you noticed in the team fight when XXS drops it, 180 per second is pretty nuts. It's like it's keeping you alive. It's healing you so much.
That's a hell of a lot of staying power.
Roshan has fallen to the down.
Oh, cheese on the floor. 2 cheeses for Boxy.
There it is. Aghanim Scepter on Batrider. Here we go. Can lasso
time.
the whole team with Insania. If they group around, I don't think that has ever happened in Dota, but this might be the first time, so
Middle tower has fallen.
keep your eyes open.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, Mikke's going to grab Wisdom Rune, very close to level 30. 35 strength. Could be a little difference maker in these fights, because he has been the one being jumped and burst. He's sitting at 2300 HP currently. I'll use the X mark.
Success is in.
I'll drag the Morphling back. Batrider, though, Boxy, is getting peeped out by the sniper. He might just die.
There's the gem. Maybe there isn't a gem, but they're pinging something out. They think he has a gem. That was nice execution. Shadow Demon ulti, and just a couple of peeps after using that assassination.
Yeah, it felt like maybe a bit of miscommunication between them as well, because Morphling was X'd and they wanted him to, push and get dragged back, and then Boxy committed. Went quite deep and pays the price for it.
They know. XXS pinging out this ward on the high ground. Shinkyu has gem. Lincoln Sphere, Wind Waker. This is how you counter lineup from Team Liquid. So you have a dodge, you can buy a little bit of time, you can break this Soulbind. Refresher on Grimstroke. So potentially, alright, Gary, you do this one. How many lassos can you have? Aghanim Scepter on Batrider plus Refresher on Grimstroke. Go.
Oh my god. Well, every lasso is 2 lassos, right? So there's 1,
Yes.
and then from so there's 2, and then from
From
Refresher
Soulbind.
there's 4. And then from Soulbind, you also get an additional 1.
So I think 8 is the correct answer. Maybe more. Wait. So if you lasso one guy, you can lasso another guy. But if they're grouped around, it
They
has
lasso
to be
each
more.
other. It just makes a daisy chain, a satanic circle, a ritual lassoing. Everyone is just... It's like, ants when they get confused and they're going around in a circle of death? That's what we're going to have with lassos. Just following the leader to nowhere. And 60
if you
minutes
can
is coming up pretty soon as well.
Gary, I need you to stay focused. We're doing the math right here.
I don't care about mathematics.
Mickey, X mark, going for the plate. He got that one hit. He's gonna do it again.
Slowly but surely. I was like
Waker.
walking.
Mickey is in unhealable damage.
Yours into spear, into catch. No, they take the Mars out of the fight. Disruption's there to buy a bit of time. Arme, he's gonna get lassoed up by Boxy, dragged across with a Shadow Demon in tow as well. Insania, another Soulbind. The AoE Doom has a lot of
that's
work
not
here to
Doom.
kill off the Razor. Liquid finally getting a massive initiation to bring down Arme, forcing the buybacks out of XG. Barracks are falling. Melee still standing down the bottom though. And Liquid towing that line, making sure they don't give too much away. They got what they came for, it looks like, which was 1 barracks, 1 buyback. Gem is on the floor, but just a quick reset until we go for more.
Mickey stealing some damage. There's Gem on the ground. Nisha, let's see if they want to go in one more time with X mark the spot. Some big buybacks. 2 on the supports and 1 on Ame. We've seen this before. Tier 5 items in 20 seconds. Somebody's gonna go top and try to farm this outer ring. No stacks. I don't think Ame can do it. XXS, he jumped in.
That was an illusion. He got it. He killed it. It was just an illusion, not the real one. Yeah, you're right.
Try to stack it, but didn't manage to do it. I think he's gonna drop 1 token from this ancient creep camp.
There's one.
Let's go. There's 1. Let's see what he decides to get. Mirror Shield immediately picked up, as we said. That item's too valuable right now.
Got him.
That's dead.
Oh, you thought you were winning?
He's gone. He has buyback, but I'm probably not going to see him use it. A lot of tier 5 items now coming through. Force Boots for Grim and Bat. Giant's Ring for Doom, and a Stygian Desolator for Morphling.
I need to open up the chat. I think we're 5 minutes since we talked about how many lassos can you have with Grimstroke ulti. Chat will know there's going to be that one guy, maybe that guy that was talking about how many legs Broodmother has. It's 6 legs and basically 2 arms, because he's a spider expert.
He's the lasso expert. Where's the cowboy?
When he was younger.
we need a cowboy to come and tell us how many lassos a Batrider can throw. XM, he's out of the base, but mid lane, Q jumps. Oh my god, that was close. DY with a banish, buys a bit of time. Boxy inside the arena. XXS moving forward. Ame trying to deal with Nisha here. They've killed off Q in the backlines. Ame going to try and run away now as Liquid resetting again. Making sure
they have
that
5 refreshers on Liquid.
They've got all their spells available on XM. He's being run out by Mickey here. Ame
SO2
trying to deal with Mickey's Morphling. Ame dropping quicker and quicker. Disruption is going to save him for now, but it looks like this one's over. Buyback out of the sniper, but Liquid so strong. They've got tons left in the tank. Mickey will stand there, whack into this XXS Mars and force him to go back to Fountain.
They're going
A
for the finish, it
sharpshooter.
seems. Mickey, he deals tons of damage on these buildings. They need to reset. They know Ame and DY, they don't have buybacks.
Tier 4s, they're open. Mickey, a tremendous amount of damage with this Desolator. A Stygian going to work on the buildings. Oh, this Sniper and Mars, they're trying on the Morphling, but and he's the Wind Waker to try and dodge away now. DY is giving himself over. 2v5, Liquid finally getting the job done. Tier 4's falling. Throne exposed, and in comes another Soul Bind. Where's the lassos? Give us the combos. Arena dropped. XXS, he's dragged back in towards them all. The Morphling damage, it is overwhelming. XM will die in his own fountain. Mars buys back, but there's nothing left to give. Liquid have taken game 2 here. Mickey dying to Fountain. Oh, hang on. XXS? There's no way, surely. The buyback out of Mickey, even with the glyph. Xtreme Gaming, they've got to know that they're done.
Seconds.
You can't hold. There's no way.
Model like Dogecoin.
Absolutely over. Dogecoin's dropped to $0.00000021, and Liquid will take game 2 to tie things up in its best of 2.
Man, what a game. Dota late game becomes so clowny that, like, what the hell's going on? It's almost impossible to keep track on everything, like whether they use something or not. Team Liquid had 5 refresher orbs at the end of the game. There were, what, 4 Lincoln Spheres? 1, 2, 3, 1 Lotus Orb, 7 refresher orbs total.
Absolute insanity looking at that endgame score screen. 63 minutes. Infinite Lotuses, Lincolns, refreshers. Tier 5 items coming out in the end. We only had a couple of them there for Xtreme Gaming. And Ame, you know, once he dies, those buybacks are expended. The game was sure to come to a close. Mickey, 25 and 12. Popped off on his Morphling. Even though he was getting caught in that mid-game by XXX's Mars, they eventually got to a point where that initiation and burst damage was never going to be enough to kill the Morphling off twice with those Aegises and through the Lincoln Sphere.
Crazy game. Mickey did deliver. Morphling this time around, having a much freer reign compared to the previous game. There was no Centaur, there was no Faceless Void, and also XM, he died so many times. Team Liquid were on his ass throughout the whole game.
I like that little replay at the start, just watching people leave the base. Yeah, XXS. This one, not quite on the mark. One of the rare misses from him in his arena. That was where he whiffed the spear as well. And the focus onto Arme here.
From that one adaptive strike conda goes down to half HP. That's enemy carry, then starts to steal his damage and dies to blade mail in the end. But yeah, Team Liquid and Xtreme Gaming drawing the series. So Xtreme Gaming 5 draws so far at the Elite League.
Yeah. We were talking about BetBoom's curse the other day in terms of not being able to break high ground and get a victory. Xtreme Gaming a little cursed in terms of, winning one, losing the other. There's always back and forth though. It's not like they're, win game 1, lose game 2. That's all down to the draft for Xtreme Gaming. But honestly, severe resilience from Liquid in this one. Losing game 1, then game 2, feeling strong, building things up. Xtreme Gaming, the way they punch back really can just demoralize a team. If you're losing these fights or losing a hero in the enemy base, it is scary, scary stuff.
It really is. I mean, you said extreme resilience. Xtreme Gaming, they are just very tough team to beat. When it comes down to these like mid and super late game fights, they remind me a lot for like Team Spirit. They are very similar because in clutch team fights, they're gonna pull through. They're gonna work some magic and manage to make some like crazy comebacks. Some spell casting. If this is some other team, I think they would broke like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, and then the other side as well, right? If this wasn't Liquid with that resilience, Xtreme Gaming, we've seen them break them the other way. And it takes a lot of mental fortitude to get past some of these insane initiations and moves that they can make. And there we go. Team Liquid, like you said, tying things up 1-1 in that best of 2. And we'll take a quick break before returning. I think we've got Blitz coming in for an interview in a couple of minutes. Welcome back, folks, as we round out our last series of the night with Liquid taking that second game up against Xtreme Gaming. I believe we've got Blitz joining us on the line. I mean, Blitz, during that game, we were holding our breath. I'm sure you're holding your breath as well, watching your team push up to high ground. Against Xtreme Gaming that we've covered quite a bit of, Lacoste and I, we've seen they love to push things to late game. Is there anything you guys have to, like, prepare for against them in particular to kind of draft or move towards late game knowing it'll go there?
No, I mean, the intention of Dota should never really be to go late game, just because usually when it goes late game, it's a shit show and anything can happen and you lose focus, and that's typically why we try to shoot for a little bit faster of a pace and stuff like that. So there's like no special prep for them in particular. At least I don't think so.
Okay.
What do you even say,
and-
like, after a game like this? What do you say to the boys? Like, do you focus on something early on? Because you said, like, the late game doesn't matter that much. Do you focus on the execution and some of these, like, super late game fights? Because it becomes so chaotic, it's hard to follow everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you try and focus on the things that you can control. Getting to like ultra late game like this, I think in some ways it's kind of pointless talking about everything just because games like this happen. It's Dota. You know, they're a really skilled team, obviously. And so I try to bring it back to things that we can, you know, tangibly affect, which is like draft first, how we prioritize heroes in this series, like how we, you know, obviously I don't want to tell you guys too much in that regard, but obviously there's some stuff that we'll want to change up. We were probably a bit too experimental today with how we decided to approach today, just because we had pretty good standing in the groups. And, you know, part of it is like, because you're entering this tournament, we haven't played in a little bit on like an international stage. Ideas are just super different. So it's also about like understanding what's good, what's bad, and, you know, stuff that we can pick up from them. Like we'll probably talk about like what they did well, if anything, and like what made them force us to be a little bit more uncomfortable. Because, you know, in Europe so far, all the European teams we played, we just stomp in like 25 minutes. So obviously they're doing something well to like slow that down.
Yeah, you said
Right.
that because you have really good standings in the groups right now, you wanted to change things up a little bit, experiment more. How often does that happen during the tournaments?
I'd say it depends on the way that we go into the tournament. Me and Zai kind of thought about this. Like last year, we gave every team what they wanted, pick or like sidewise. So for example, if we picked a lot of second pick, we would try picking a lot of first pick just to see like what's up. Because if you get deep in tournaments, which we obviously do quite often, you have to be comfortable playing all four sides. You have to be comfortable playing first pick, second pick, Radiant, Dire. So if you look at our lineups, sometimes you'll be confused, or our draft priority, you'll be like, oh, why are they this combination? And usually it's just because we just let whatever, like what we haven't played in a bit, we'll choose. So that obviously causes some issues for you temporarily, but I think you learn from it more because it exposes you to things that you wouldn't necessarily be exposed to if you just like, if every game, let's say you're a fan of Dire and you just first pick Dire, like if somebody eventually exploits that, you know, are you as good on the other side of things? Or more importantly, for first pick and second pick, are you comfortable with both? And if you're not, the further you get into a tournament, it becomes more apparent that you've only prepared for one side. And so I feel like if you're confident in your team, which I am, I think we'll get out of groups, then I feel like you should be willing to take some of those risks. Because otherwise, when will you be able to do it? Like you can scrim, but it's not the same thing. So that's kind of one thing I
Makes
guess
sense.
about us that will push.
I've been
That's cool.
checking
So you're like
the
getting reps
Dire.
in.
Yeah, precisely.
Go ahead, Gary.
No, that was just a small comment.
So I wanted to ask about, because I've been checking the stats for the last few tournaments, and it's been pretty much 50-50 when it comes down to Radiant Dire win rate and also first, second pick. Why do you think it's so close right now compared to like some other patches?
I don't know. I was just thinking about that today because it feels a little bit odd because normally there's like a clear-cut favorite, right? But it feels as though this is probably the most diverse it's been in a while. Some teams that I don't want to like call out or anything because they're still in the tournament prefer first pick. Some teams prefer second pick. And I myself haven't really figured out why. It feels like maybe I think it comes down to hero priority and like how you kind of view things. Obviously, if you're first pick, the churn on 18 is the 18 pick, which is the fourth pick in the draft, matters more to you than getting overall last pick. Some teams seem to like want the OP hero. I don't want to expose some teams, but like some teams really have like a hero that they rely on, and they seem to kind of like want to slot a hero in there and then just kind of set it and forget it. And the sooner that they do that, the better with certain players on their team. So yeah, it's kind of all over the place because normally there's like an established thing that everybody does, right? There's usually like one hero that, because like last patch, for example, it was like Timbersaw was oftentimes like the leftover hero that got through bans, and then first pick is obviously better because you force the enemy team into a really fucky situation. But now it's a bit different because it's kind of all over the place. There's still no like established meta, let's say.
Yeah, this patch has been pretty fun, even though we're on like the patch. There's still a lot of things to exploit. But we had a discussion, like something weird the other day about certain heroes, Radiant, Dire. Whether we're talking about Mighty Mines, whether HP or mana region. Does it ever do you guys ever think about these things, about certain carries that play Radiant, Dire because of the mana/HP region when farming the outer rings?
No, I'm sure Neta might think of it because he's like the biggest like nerd in Dota 2 history. He always brings up some like
Sounds
really
like
obscure
Neta.
things. But I don't know if like that's something that we actively think about. Until you had described it, I had forgotten that that's what they were called, like the sides of it or whatever. I genuinely had no idea.
I mean,
We
we're
have
constantly
more.
reminding each other as well. Like, so the topic came up because we thought about the Sniper and Kotl mid preferring Radiant because of that camp, and then Lacoste was like, "Oh, like Sven likes to farm Dire top jungle because you have that HP regen rather than the mana regen from Radiant bottom line of jungle camps." It's like one of those things that you don't like. We don't think about until we like think about it,
Yeah, I mean the sniper one definitely for sure. Like I played pubs but like for example, we played against Tundra and they played Dire Sniper, and I don't think it's one of those like it probably doesn't matter if you think it fits the hero anyways. So it probably doesn't factor into like your overall game plan too much. I'm sure there's like some level of passive like understanding of it, but not too much that I think anybody on my team's like, oh, that's like we really have to get the nitty gritty on that one.
Okay, that's cool. Well, congrats on that last game victory. It's always nice to see Liquid performing. You're doing great in this tournament where we're all rooting for you. It's great stuff. Thanks, Blitz.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll see you in the finals one way or another. We'll get
Hell
there.
yeah.
What
we'll see you in
happens
the
after
finals.
that? We'll see. But we'll get to the finals. I'm pretty sure.
Well, good luck next. Yeah, we'll probably cast some of your games. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, you guys have been doing a great job. Honestly, I think the casting in this tournament has been really pleasant to listen to. I feel like everybody's on top of their game right now. It's really nice. Since you guys complimented our team, I can do the same. I think it's a really nice pairing. You guys made it enjoyable. I didn't listen on mute. I was listening with audio on the big screen, so it was nice.
Wow, rare.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
No, honestly.
Thanks for the
it's
nice and
very
kind
pleasant.
words, as Zai would say.
Yeah, fuck that
Nice.
dude.
Yeah, thank you, Blitz. Zai catching strays. Well, yeah, we'll see you next time. We'll wrap it up. You guys get some rest, and of course, I guess you guys got a team talk and look over some replays and stuff. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Always nice to hear from Blitz. He's always got that parting shot at the end, right? The little snipe onto someone. But yeah, that wraps up our broadcast for this day. I can't remember, it's day 3, day 4. So much Dota being played. It's day 4, right? Day
4,
5 coming
I
up
believe.
tomorrow. More Dota being played. We'll be back on the stream at 4 p.m. CEST. Xtreme Gaming against Blacklist will be our first series, but all starts before that. Azure against Entity, BetBoom against Aurora, going to kick off the day with Ares, Lizard, Permasneeze, and Winter. So make sure you check out that, and you can see the round robin stage there, all of the results we've had so far. Team Liquid, Tundra, Team Falcons, and Entity up at the top currently. And Lacoste, any parting words, or is it bedtime?
It is time to get some food and, relax for a little bit and go to bed. We have a big day tomorrow, some of the banger games. So, yeah, time to get some rest and enjoy it, guys. Maybe play a game of Dota in between, but most likely, since we're very old, Gary, it's time to get some rest in the bed.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.